Hello everyone. Welcome to the third episode of Motorsport Weekly News. Of course, this is where I talk about motorsport as a whole. We're basically like different types of motorsports, like F1, NASCAR, V8 supercars, and this is where I take the biggest news of each series and talk about them. So let's start with F1 with already some controversy. Uh, all seven non-Ferrari powered teams joined protest. Now, there was. Okay, so earlier, like around like February, um, the FIA released a statement about Ferrari's 2019 engine being, I think it was legal, but they didn't like have enough information. I don't know. Hang on, let me just check. Uh, Friday preseason. So basically it gave Vettel and Leclerc a big advantage, sometimes as much as 0.5 seconds on the straights. And of course, that ticked off a lot of like almost every team except for, of course, Alfa Romeo and Haas. And hang on, let me just read here. I only like read this part, but basically, as like just to make it simple enough, it basically gave Ferrari a big advantage over the rest. And of course, the non-powered Ferrari teams were ticked off, and yeah, they literally all joined protest, so it was fucking crazy. But the FIA did respond to the teams, and so the FIA has conducted detailed technical analysis on the Scuderia Ferrari power unit, as it is entitled to do any competitor in the FIA Formula One World Championship. The executive and thorough investigations undertaken during the 2019 season raised suspicions that the Scuderia Ferrari power unit could be considered not operated within the limits of the FIA regulations at the times. I think that's what the team said. Um, well, yeah, just talking about that. So I think they did talk about it and gave a little more information about it, and yeah. So basically, it was illegal. There we go. Not legal, it was illegal, but they just didn't have enough information about it. And now they've finally given us information about the power unit for Ferrari. So at least now that's all done and dusted. And let's go to F2, which are pre-season testing results. Is fully complete now, I think. I don't actually know. I think it's all complete. Um, Season day 3. Afternoon sessions. Okay. So now that I'm okay, so I guess we'll just. So first off, with day 1, of course, this is the morning, and Luis Tetres for Charles Racing System actually tops testing. Then Navarro, what's the shit? I do not know how you say his last name. John Deruva, Petra BK, Philip Drogovic, Sean Galau, Sergei Sorokin. Okay. Sergei Sorokin was going to be an F2. Even though I think he's going to be the reserve driver for ART Grand Prix. Dan Tickton, Yuki Tsunoda, and Marcus Armstrong as the top 10. The rest is Jack Aiken, Luca Giotto, Rory Nissany, Rina Sato, Guang Yu Zhou, Callum Ilott, Mick Schumacher. Anton McLaughlin, Goilano Alesi didn't even run. Pedro Piquet did top afternoon session. Day 1. And again, Yubahiro again second place. Jahan Devala. Rina Sani now is up to fourth. Max Armstrong, Sean Galau, whatever. Tom Dillerman, Louise Delatrez, Anton Maklov, and Yuki Tsunoda. I think, yeah, the race, yeah. So BWTHA Race Lab finally actually got running. Next we go to day 2, and Dualava has gone, well, Duavala has gone quickest in final lap of day 2. First in the morning session, it was Nick. I'm really bad at names, so I'm just gonna butcher almost every single name. Uh, Nikita Mazepin, okay, High Tech GP actually got 1-2 with Luca Giotto there. And then Alton Maklov, Guang Yu Zhou, Jack Aiken, Guilino Alesi, Marina Sato, Callum Ilott, Felipe Drogovic, and Guilherme Semilla. Those are the top 10, and there's the rest. And then, of course, in day 2 afternoon session, we have Jahan Daruvala topping the session. Then Guang Yuzhe, Pedro Piquet, Nick Schumacher, Sergei Sorokin, Jack Aiken, Callum Ilott, Nobuharu Matsushita, Philip Dragovic, and Robert Schwartzman. And so the top 10, oh yeah, and then the other finishes. I didn't think the music doing too well. And then race labs, and the HWA race labs are down last. And for for last day, so day 3, more session, I have Nikita Mazepin again, Kyoto again. Wait, hang on. Okay, because those so similar. Day 2 and day 3 was so similar. God, almost gave me a heart attack. Again, high tech GP, tops testing. Artem Maklov, Hong Yu Zhou, Jack Aiken, Quilino Alesi, Marina Sato, Callum Ilott, Felipe Drogovic, Willems Samia. Is it the rest? Luca Giotto again as the top, then Felipe Drogovic, Jack Aiken, Mick Schumacher, Navarro Masashida, Nikita Mazepin, Robert Schwartzman, Luis Delatrez, Sean Galau, and Callum Ilott are the top 10 for F2, class F2 pre-season, I think, until they go to Bahrain in 13 days. Oh, that is, we don't go there yet. F3 basically the same thing as well, pre-season. At Bahrain, I'm gonna butcher almost everything. Jesus Christ. It's Ben Vescal and Richard Vorschel ran top 8 with MP Motorsports. Then the 2 high-tech GPs, Max Furtrell and Liam Lawson. And then Frederick Vesti, Alexander Smoller, Nico Kari, Logan Sargent, Lucas Dunner, and sorry, Liam Zendelli or Zendali, I don't know. That's like the top 10 for the morning session. Then the afternoon session, it was Delvin I think it's Di Francesco. Then Alexander Peroni, Richard Verschel, Sebastian Fernandez, Theo Pochari, Grant Vasco, Alexander Smola, Liam Zendelli, Igor Fraga, and Nico Kari, who rounds out the top 10. But also just show the rest for day 1 results. And then here's the afternoon session results. You can pause at any time. Alright. Now, sorry about that. I had to literally clear out my throat and literally had to cough out some phlegm. It was disgusting. Anyway, so today two morning session we have David Schumacher, Sebastian Fernandez, Nico Kari, Liram Liram Zendelli, Clement Novalak, Theo Porchari, Logan Sargent, Oscar Pastrai, I don't know, Richard Vossel, and Delvin DiFrancesco at the top 10. And there's the rest of day one, so day two, afternoon session, I think it was. So that's that. And then for the morning session, we have Liam Lawson, Clement Novalak, Alexander Peroni, Logan Sargent, Dennis Hogger, Oscar Pastre, Jake Hughes, Theo Porchari, Sebastian Fernandez, and Delvin DiFrancesco rounds out the top 10. Oh god, both, I think all three MP Motorsports came in last. Jeez. And for the final day of testing, day 3 in the morning session, we had Nico Kari, Liam Lawson, Logan Sargent, Dennis Hosier, I don't know, Jake Hughes, Enzo Fittipaldi, Sebastian Fernandez, Clement Novalak, Max Fretrell, and Zandelli rounds up the top 10. And so the rest of the results for the morning session. Then the afternoon session, we have Alexander Peroni, Jake Hughes, Jack Duhan, Logan Sargent, Richard Voschel, Sebastian Fernandez, Frederick Vesti, Alexander Samola, Clement Novalak, and Nico Kari rounds up to the top 10 for a final day and a final afternoon session. Okay, I'm gonna get water. Okay. Now we're finally gonna go to Formula E, and this is where we're gonna talk about the Marrakesh E-Prix results. There you go. So Marrakesh, it was won by Antonio Felix Acosta, then Maximilian Gunther, then Jean-Eric Vergne rounds at the podium, with Sebastian Buemi, Eduardo Mortara, Mitch Evans, Lucas Di Grassi, Andrea Lotterer, Oliver Rowland, and Sam Bird rounds out the top 10. Here are the rest. And this is what the standings currently look like. Antonio Felix Acosta is now the championship leader, with Mitch Evans and Alexander Sims going down. Maximilian Gunther going up. Lucas Di Grassi staying in 5th place. Todd Van Dorn, after I think 2 bad races in a row, drops down to 6th. Eduardo Mortara and Jeremy Brown moves up to 7th and 8th, while Oliver Rowland and Sam Bird moves down. And the rest. Terry, Nico Miller, Neil Janier, and Quinn Ma. So the only 4 drivers that hasn't scored a point yet. Anyways, let's go now to this still no Formula Drift news. So we're now going to jump up to IMSA, where a new team has joined. Where the hell is it? There you go. So Gradient gears up for Spring Cup with Acura. Another entry basically for the IMSA WeatherTech Spring Cup season. I don't. Is plans to compete in 8 races in the GTD season open at the 100-minute Acura GP of Long Beach on April 18th. The team will field the Acura NSX GT3 as of right now shown on the thanks for that on the picture. And the driving line are featuring a pair of IMSA, Michelin, I don't know, Pilot Challenge veterans Mark Miller and Till Bechtel Schimmer. New team is now going to be in the WeatherTech Spring Cup Pro. Thanks, Ebony. I didn't even notice that you were in chat, so I'm sorry, because I'm always looking into my notes. Yeah, I just need to put music on, just so my head's will like die. Yeah. So, it's new. So basically they will compete in basically, which is the premier series of IMSA. Anyway, so let's go down to IndyCar. We're going to be talking about two things in IndyCar. Oh, can I check schedule? No, I can't. Okay. So, testing, of course, was, I don't know when testing was, but at some point. I don't know when. So it was in Sebring, and Max Hilton and Felipe Nasser topped preseason. I'm very, very surprised about. So Chilton was the fastest lap on Tuesday. The top five was Reynolds VK in the Ed Carpenter Racing number 21. Joseph Newgarden, Penske, and Pato Award in number 5 Arrows McLaren SP Chevrolet. Basically, Chilton and Nasser went 1-2. And then rookie Dalton Kellett actually drove the number 14 AJ4 Chevrolet that Sebastian Bourdais drove on Monday. NASA, of course, posted the quickest lap on Monday. Chip Ganaxi's racing Scott Dixon 5-time. Yep, was second. Bourdais did put the number 14 AJ4 in third place. Yeah, that was IndyCar. And of course, it's going to be in Petersburg, and it'll be actually March 15th, which is 8 days remaining. Now, I think there was a report from Adam Stern. I don't actually know. I think it was actually a Adam Stern. I don't actually know. I think it was. Yeah. Okay. Am I following? So he made a tweet and he said Arrows McLaren SP has acquired the number 48 from um I forgot what that team is called. Ryer and Ryan Wall Racing. Please in the IndyCar races per source, and Jimmy Johnson will have the number 48 on his Chevy that he's going to test at Barber next month. However, there are no plans set between Johnson and Arrow McLaren for next year yet. So pretty big. Um, because we all like Johnson. Jimmy Johnson will be retiring at the end of this year in NASCAR. He's and he has been talking about maybe going to IndyCar, maybe doing the Indianapolis 500, just like actually a couple weeks. I think it was like I think it was a couple months ago. There was talks about Kyle Busch actually going to IndyCar because we also like maybe like Team Penske or basically a like maybe like a Chevrolet based team. So yeah, at least Johnson is going to test it and then he'll probably think about it. On some MotoGP news, and it has been confirmed. Uh, so Qatar race, so the Qatar Grand Prix, that is being cancelled due to the coronavirus, and only Moto2 and Moto3 races will only race there because they were there before. Well, they were just there, so there's no point really just telling them to just take back. Um, yeah, just take it back there. Thailand has also been postponed due to it, and I think it's now been moved around like May. I think I don't know. They posted something, but yeah. So Qatar and Thailand postponed. Well, Qatar was cancelled. Thailand has been postponed. I don't know when to, but most likely around April or May. Actually, no, not like June or July. I can't actually remember. Hang on. I saw they posted it. They posted it. Here we go. So due to the Qatar Grand Prix now being cancelled only for MotoGP, we only have to wait until the Americas Grand Prix in Coda to see who's gonna win. And you see Thailand has now been moved to the 4th of October. That's it for MotoGP. Here's kind of a lot of NASCAR news. Of course, we're going to talk about the Auto Club. Um, shut up. Auto Club results. Thank God it's still there. Jesus Christ. And Alex Baldwin does win. Has won. I think it was the AAA. I don't know. AAA 400. I think I can't remember. And Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, Eric Almirola, Kevin Harvick, and Eric Jones rounds up the top 10. Here are the rest. I guess I'll go to like top 20. And Tyler Reddick, Joe Logano, Matthew Benedetto, Montrex Jr., William Byron, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain, Cole Custer, Ryan Blaney, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That's at the top 20. And then here are the rest. And the only retirement came from Christopher Bell, who had an engine problem. Big news that we weren't actually expecting. The three-time champion Tony Stewart will be making his return in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, um, racing in the road course of Indianapolis. So, I, there was news about that. I just can't bloody find it, nor can I can't be bothered to find it. Yeah, let me just do. Okay, so yeah, whatever. Turnstile will return, and even in, of course, in a Stewart House racing car, but we just don't know the number. We don't know the crew chief, everyone. But all we know is that Turnstile will be returning. Big news also in the next gen car. We actually talk about some next gen news as well with this, but one lug nut, a single lug nut now for the next gen car. Of course, they'll talk about on Twitter like, oh, I don't like it. It's crap. Yes, I understand. Like, of course, like, yeah, yes, you have to understand that bad, but that's basically how it is going to be. Like, I understand why people hated on it, but can't spell. So let me just look for it. Look for that tweet. My God, how much? Yes, the 22 to run the Xfinity Series on Indianapolis. I think NASCAR moving to a single lug design. Of course, they were quite ticked off. Obviously, the fans were quite ticked off, and I understand it. But I can also see why they did it as it's kind of it's a bit easier. I'll be honest. Like I have like one single lug nut is kind of good because you only have to focus on like one lug nut, and yes, it does take away the skill of pit stops, but it's a little bit easier, cuts cost as well. It fits future, like it just fits a bit more in my opinion, but yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate because of that. Doesn't I don't really care. There was also stuff about the numbers, so the numbers may change. Apparently, it was leaked. But like they're thinking maybe change the numbers, like just put like it's gonna be one like what is like one on the quarter panels, one on the like the rear window. So like this part of the window. For some reason, like a number like on the side a bit, and from the rear wheel. It's yeah, I don't realize why you need to change it, but hey, more news as well about NASCAR. The Bush Clash to run in the road course, the Roval setup basically at Daytona. So basically, it's the track that IMSA uses for the 24 hours of the 24 hours of Daytona. Sorry, the Rolex 24, and so and they will be actually running the 2020 cars. They'll be running the 2021 cars in the 500. So it's under the lights as well, so that's pretty cool. They also moved like some stuff as well. 3 weeks. We'll be getting to that soon. That will. Okay. So you know that bounty that Kevin Harvick and the CEO of Ganders Outdoors put in, like 100K bounty on Kyle Busch in the Gander Outdoors Truck Series. Well, someone else has also answered, other than Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, which are going to race both for GMS. Chase Elliott to race in Phoenix this weekend, and Larson to race in Miami, so Homestead, Miami. Eric Jones has also answered the call. I think he'll be with a completely different team, so he won't be with GMS racing. I can't remember what team he's going to be in, but he'll be also going to be racing at Miami. So bounties. even Kyle Busch's own teammate is also going to accept it. This is the last bit of NASCAR news, and I'm sorry, but there's a lot of NASCAR news because NASCAR just loves to just talk about this, you know. Brian Francis, the former CEO of NASCAR, is suing a parody account. Drunken Brian France. This is literally it. Um, so I can't remember what his name was, but I'll leave a link actually up here. I'll leave a card up there to David Land's um video about this. He actually explained it pretty well about it. I don't know why. Like it probably is maybe it may impact the.
Got a name people know.
Yeah. It may just impact social media around NASCAR. Like you won't be able to have like parody accounts or anything. So, but yeah, he needs to calm down. Like if this was taking a call, then that's stupid. Oh god. All right. Finally out of NASCAR, and now we're going to V8 supercars. I'm now going to check my chat if any crap has happened. So, yes, we'll talk about this, and um, James Courtney is expecting to come back on to the grid. A lot of news has been happening throughout when I was off, and of course taking some news. There you go. So the 2010 champ is not ended yet, but just because he split with the team, he will be actually coming back. Doesn't actually know who, but he will be. He will be actually going to a different team very soon. We don't know when, but soon he will. Next one. Team Sydney announced they will be running 2 cars for the remainder of the season. So, yes, they'll be continuing to run Chris Pitter in the number 22. But we don't really know who's going to be running the next, or the number 19, of course, due to Courtney leaving. Don't know who, but um, team owner Jonathan Webb, who's I think actually used to be a racing driver, um, he did announce that he will be that Team Sydney will remain committing to deliver 2 competitive supercars in the Virgin Australia Supercars Championship. Next one, I'm actually going. Okay, so the next one. I'm actually going to switch these two stuff around because I do want to talk about the one that I'm about to talk about last, but I'm going to swap them around. Fox to broadcast McLaughlin's IndyCar debut, which is going to be, of course, in the Indy Grand Prix, which is amazing actually for me because, of course, I'm an IndyCar fan. I don't really watch IndyCar, but I do watch highlights and all that other stuff. So I think it'll be first time, quite a long time that um, Australians and New Zealand and Kiwis will be able to watch IndyCar because I think we had to like probably like go into the app and watch it. So that's actually really good. So I think they'll be actually broadcasting a whole season. I think they will. Yeah, yeah. I think they'll be. Yeah, they'll be broadcasting the whole season, which I think is pretty cool. I really like that. All right, so this one is, of course, in the title, basically the main news of this episode of Motorsport Weekly News. It's about David Reynolds opening up with depression. Um, hang on, I actually want to check my thing. Okay. Um, he based up with a tragic rally crash. I haven't actually seen it, but he just spoken up to the public for the first time about tragic crash in a tarmac rally in 2007, and his subsequent battle to come with terms with what happened. So yeah, so his co-driver Paul Paul Flintoft was killed instantly while Reynolds was airlifted to hospital with bruising on his brain. Um, so he did actually come out and just said, "Look, I have depression, just all that stuff," and okay, that's actually similar to the car that was involved with the crash, as Reynolds was I think 22 then. Yeah, yeah, 22-year-old. Yeah, so he was 22 years old then, and of course brain damage and yeah, so it is pretty sad, but I do hope he does. Yeah, so of course, if you are suffering with depression, anxiety, or mental health concerns, just contact Lifeline 131 13 11 14. Just please do, because of course, well, I haven't really suffered of it, but I did suffer with a realization. Well, not really depression, but it wasn't depression. It was just a realization. It's normal for like teenagers. Um, well, realization is normal. I think. I don't know, because like you're growing up to be a bet, like, to be like a person, and you feel different sometimes. When you get older. Like sometimes, like you think, I don't want to be friends with that person. I don't really like what I'm doing. I'd rather like something else. Relationships, it just goes spiraling over. So just yeah, I do hope Reynolds actually does overcome depression, because of course it's really sad. I haven't actually seen the clip. I'm not planning to. Well, maybe like I'll probably see the clip and then like I don't know if it's actually gonna be on YouTube, but maybe. But I'm not. Of course, I'm not gonna show it on stream, but yeah. Oof, that was a pretty big topic. So yes, please pray for David Reynolds, just so he can overcome his depression. Next up, we're gonna go to WEC. The 1000 Super C Brain entry list has been revealed. I don't care. Yeah. So, oh my God, shut up. Jesus Christ, pop-ups. Well, it was updated, but yeah. So this is the entry list of 30 entries. Um, I'm just gonna just zoom in a bit so yeah, we'll see. So this is going to be the entry list for the WE for this 1000 miles of Sebring. Rebellion Racing. Guys of Bruno Senna, Gustav Menez, and Norman Nato. Team LN2, Team LNTs. Number 5, driven by Charlie Robertson, Ben Hanley, and Jordan King. Number 6, driven by Michael Simpson, Christopher Dyson, and Guy Smith. The number 7 and 8 were the Gazoo Racing. The number 7, what? Okay, so the hybrid, basically the only hybrid in the field. So the number 7, Toyota, has been driven by Mike Conway, Kamui Kobayashi, and Jose Marina Lopez. The number 8 is driven by Sebastian Buemi, Kazuki Nakajima, and Brennan Hartley. As we now go to LMP2, got the number 22 United Autosports, Orica Gibson, driven by Philip Hansen, Felipe Albuquerque, and Paul Dresta. Racing Team Netherlands, driven by Fritz van Erd, Guido van der Gaard, and Job van Ertert. I don't know. High Class Racing, number 33, driven by Mike Patterson, Kenta Yamashita. I don't know. Yamashita. I don't know. And Andre Bojbach. Sinatec Alpen Elf, number 36, written by Thomas Laurent, Andre Nagrau, and Pierre Ragers. I did not know how you say any of these names. Jackie Chan GC Racing, driven by Hong Ping Tang, Gabriel Aubrey, and Will Stevens. Jota, number 38, driven by Robert Gonzalez, Antonio Felix Acosta, and Anthony Davidson. Satilla Racing, driven by Robert Lacourte, Andrea Bellici, and Giorgi Sinagiotto. I don't know. The LMGTE Pro Class, the AF Corsa Ferrari, driven by James Calado, Alessandro Paguidi, but yeah, Paguidi, I don't know, and Daniel Saria. Corvette Racing, number 63, driven by Jan Magnussen and Mike Rockenfeller. The other AF Corsa, number 71, driven by David Raygon, Miguel Molina, and Sam Bird. The number 91, number 92 Porsche GT. The number 91 driven by Guina Maria Bruni and Richard Leeds. Number 92 driven by Michael Christensen and Kevin Estrie. And the number 95 and number 97 Aston Martin Racing. The number 95 driven by Marco Sorensen and Nicky Thim. Number 97 is driven by Alexander Lynn and Maxime Martin. Right. LMGT AM class. The 54 AF Corsa, driven by Thomas Flora, Francesco Castellecchi, and Giancarlo Fisichella. Team Project 1, 56 and 57 Porsche. 56 driven by Idigo Profiti, Lawrence Hoy, and Matteo Corrai. Wait, Kai Rolai, I don't know. Now, the number 57 is driven by Ben Keaton, Felipe Fraga, and Jerome Bleckimollen. Red River Sport Ferrari, driven by Bonami Grimes, I don't know, Johnny Mallon, and Charles Hollins. MP Racing Ferrari, driven by Motegi Ishikawa, Komi Ledoga, and Kia Cozzolino. KMC Proton Racing, number 7788. Porsche, number 77, driven by Christian Reed, Ricardo Pera, and Matt Campbell. Now the number 88 is, well, two drivers has to be announced, while one driver has been announced, which is Thomas Frienden. 83, of course, which I usually did not see. It's driven by Francois Perrotta, Emmanuel Collard, and Niklas Nielsen. Golf Racing, Porsche, driven by Michael Wainwright, Andrew Watson, and Benjamin Baker. TF Sport Aston Martin, driven by Salayolak, Charles Eastwood, and Jonathan Adam. Of the 98 Aston Martin, driven by Paul Dallana, Darren Turner, and Ross Gunn. And so those are the results. Those are the entry list of the Super Sebring. 1,000 miles of Sebring. And yeah, it's kind of for WC. As now we're gonna go to our last one, the WRX. The Nürburgring. Alright, fine. I got one of, okay. We'll talk about that soon. I just need to first look at it. The Nürburgring World RX layout has been revealed, and this is literally it. When does it start actually? It starts right here. Actually, no, it starts right here actually. Got that, there's some gravel, hairpin, and got the joke lap at the outside and the line here. Gravel, and then okay. 40%, so it's 40 to 60% unsealed, unsealed sealed surface, and it's 1000 long. Alright, and some news I didn't even notice because I forgot to check. We have church rate, and Bakuska paired at GCK uncropped team for World RX series. Yeah, so GCK uncropped have announced their participation in the 2020 World Rallycross Championship, with the driver pairing of GC competition founder Gerland Chitret of France and Lithuanians Rokas. Um, I'm gonna put his name Bakusaka. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. I don't actually know how you say his name. I should probably follow them. Alright, so that is it for third installment of Motorsports Weekly News. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. So also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to me on YouTube and like this if you see this on post. So see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Goodbye.